Anyway, let's go on to the next topic, which is Jessica Bazudenhout, and it's about virtual models.
Am I German?
I don't know.
Sounded like Schnitzel.
Is your name German?
It is Dutch, but...
Because didn't a lot of Nazis immigrate from Germany to South Africa? So couldn't you possibly be German?
You're thinking of Argentina.
German. Yeah, it's Dutch.
I swear
that's
South Africa as well.
No, it's Dutch.
Yeah.
It's small pockets. It's Dutch and French. Anyway, we digress.
Again.
All right. So last year, a couple of brands put out this digital images of some models. At the time, everyone thought, "Oh, what an amazing beauty! It represents women of color. She's amazing. She also has outrageous Instagram followers." A year on, a couple of months ago, or just recently, the artist of what we now know to be a virtual model came out and said, "I can't keep it in any longer. She's not a real model. It is a virtual reality. Or it's a 3D creation of a model. It's not a real person."
What?
It's like a drawing.
It's a design. He has a 3D design.
So what are the pictures?
It's people. So he's, instead of using a real life model, he's created these models to look like real life people,
and then posted photos
of it. But he's done it under the guise of these are real people. And so for a whole year, he's even been I don't know what that is.
Howie, you don't know what this topic's about.
It's sculpting in virtual reality.
That's not what this topic's about.
Okay.
Then that's how he did it.
I was off. Could he have done it like this?
You're right, he could have. Yeah, because then it comes out with a visual
look,
image.
that looks hot.
Yeah, that's a chick.
I'd follow
anyway,
that.
It's an hour-long video. Give him a chance, guys.
He's VR. Anyway, so he came out and said, this is not a real person. He's been sitting behind the Instagram accounts to answer, because everyone thought a real person is replying to them, but he's the real person behind this virtual model. And it's gotten quite mixed responses from it.
I can imagine.
Some people are saying, well, this is, the world that we're living in. We live in the world of artificial intelligence, blah, blah, blah. Other people are saying it was quite deceitful because, it's not a real person and you sold it like a real model.
I want to see these photos.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Curious.
I'm on it.
So there you go. So that's, I think her name is Shudu. So Shudu is this.
Whoa.
Up, go up. That's her.
Whoa.
I'm on the wrong screen. Keep talking.
So some mainstream celebs have used her. So that is actually the advert for Rihanna, his new makeup line.
Wait, what?
So she's not a person.
So she's not a person. That's a visual.
Look at the texture.
Yeah.
And that's an ad.
Yeah.
That's an ad for Rihanna's makeup.
So Rihanna used this ad.
Rihanna used that model.
Yeah. Thinking that was a model.
No, they knew. That was part of the ad campaign.
Did Rihanna know that she was not a real human being?
Must have been. Surely you would. Surely, because you're not taking photos. It's not a real shoot because it's not a real person.
I would not know that's not a real person.
Exactly.
So how does that advertise her makeup?
Because that's her lipstick color.
How do you think they advertise makeup, Jono?
Yeah, her lips and her nails.
I assume they put the makeup on the person, right?
Yeah, so they put. They put the lipstick.
Is that not involved?
So they put the lipstick on the fake model.
Nice.
Oh, the shade of
correct.
lipstick,
there
the color
of because it's not a real lipstick.
You didn't put the makeup on the fake.
That's actually a real person. So that's
hard to tell.
Look at the textures.
It's unreal, right?
Wait, so this okay.
Okay, so that is a
Fake.
Fake.
You can tell
So
in the
what
eyes,
did
there's no soul.
What did he start with?
There's no soul.
How do you start? How did you get this off the ground? That's what I'm confused by.
So he created it and then he put it on Instagram, and then she became the Instagram influencer.
Put it on Instagram as in start an account.
Yeah,
for
and
this
then
model.
correct. And then she got a lot of traction, and I think she's now got like 100,000 followers.
So does she post as him saying, "Hey, check out Shudu, doesn't she look good?" Or does she say, "Hey guys, it's me, Shudu.
Yeah. So
how good's life?"
So she had an identity, and then he came out because he was replying as her, which is crazy. Because if you have clever friends, I don't know why you wouldn't have created a bot to do that. But anyway, so he.
Jess, how many models on Instagram are virtual?
That's a good question.
So another one came out, and she's got 800,000 followers.
There was another one.
There's another one in America. That one looks quite fake. You
Oh,
can
that
see
one was obvious.
it looked like pixelated, but I think this one's pretty believable. So he came out
Did he
and
choose
said,
to make her black
yes.
because it was easier?
So he came out and he said the reason he chose a woman of color. You can't say that. I can. I'm from Africa. The reason he chose to do that is because he wanted to empower women of color, and
Sure, he did.
yes. So that copped some criticism as well, because a lot of sassy females said, "Well,
How many followers does this?
she has just under 100,000,
So all the real
so that's all fake."
black female models
Models.
out there who have less followers.
This
might
is
be
a
like,
white guy
100%.
who created a black woman.
Yeah, so he's calling it an artistic piece of an artistic expression. Now, some people have come out and said, so why wouldn't you just use a real model and pay them? Why are you like exploiting women of color? So
Dude, he made a man.
yeah,
Go to the man.
yeah.
That one?
He's
I think
so
the man
shiny.
looks a little bit fake. Hey,
So did no one know?
no one knew for a long time, and then
No one.
yeah, and then he came out and said, except the brands that have used them, because they would know. So Rihanna, the other one has done modeling for Prada. So there's some big names that have chosen to do this. So what do you think?
It's
Man,
really impressive work on that t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said he's self-taught, so he just did it with a few programs at home.
I think that's the thing, because he knows how to do this. He doesn't know how to go and take a photo or like
Yeah.
shoot a model.
I think he's a photographer.
Well, maybe he does know how to.
Let's not discredit him.
Yeah, it's hard to be angry at someone who's created a character so well and is executing it and making money off of it.
Surely-
I kind of admire the guy, to be
Yeah.
honest. What are you guys' thoughts? Do you like hate it? Do you love it? What do you?
I feel no moral.
You don't?
Like,
See, I thought out of
I have
everyone,
no moral
you would have a
viewpoint on this
stance.
whatsoever.
I thought you would have a stance.
Of what?
I just thought you may be
It's like-
against it.
I don't care about fashion.
I think
Yeah,
it's.
but I think it's the
models.
concept. I think
It's
the idea.
It's
weird.
interesting.
I think it's great if he's representing her, because that's like presenting yourself as something you're not. He's like trolling people or catfishing people.
Yeah. I didn't think of it that way.
That's weird to me. But if
Mhm.
he's like, I created this, I'm a virtual supermodel, go for it, have fun.
And I guess the world is moving to all of this, right? And some people have argued, but on Instagram, it is a kind of like visual representation of what our lives are, right? It's not like people who create themselves to look a certain way, aren't they doing the same thing?
So
They're
it's
just
already
using-
virtual.
Yeah.
Just going from a different direction.
Correct. It's just the person or the thing behind it.
I think that's fair.
I think that was a fair.
That's
that
a
was
fair point.
I can also understand frustration from
Real life models.
real life
Yeah.
models who are thinking, man, it's really, really hard to get a job. Oh, nope. I thought another black female model was going to take my job. Nope, it's a white man. He's going to take my job.
Yeah. Or not even a real person, right? It's just a.
I'm
some
surprised
virtual-
Rihanna didn't use a real person.
Yeah.
I don't understand the I don't understand the benefit for her to
It's
use
cutting
that.
edge, Jono. It's
Yeah. It's moving with the times.
Yeah, but I
But-
feel like Rihanna would understand the argument you just made.
yeah.
Around
really
giving
well.
opportunities to other women, like real women,
Yeah,
not virtual women,
not the white man.
not fake women. Yeah.
I wonder how many dudes out there have fallen in love with this woman, or that's putting it lightly, with this fake creation that some dudes created,
What are you trying to say? You
I
mean
just-
falling in love?
Avatar?
who are like really attracted to this fake person who some dude has created. I think that's weird.
They may feel a little bit
They want-
duped.
It's like you can see both arguments, and
Yeah.
I just don't know where to fall on it. Like it's
Yeah.
a piece of art, right?
That's
He's
what he
created
said.
digital art,
Yeah.
but at the same time, all the stuff about all right, you're a white man who's taken a job from a black model.
Yeah.
Because there is only so many of those. That's a finite
But-
well.
Yeah. And it's
Even that argument's a bit thin as well, because he's not taking a job from a black woman. He's like a digital creator making something. So
Yeah.
would that be the
But
job?
everyone-
The race doesn't matter of
but there's
what
but there's
creation, like who's
But everyone
doing
who
that.
saw it thought it was a black woman, right?
and we're like, woo, empowerment.
So that is a job that could have been done by an actual black woman.
yeah. Because I mean,
I'm
the
talking
likes
more
of,
about the job of the guy making it, but yeah.
I mean, like
yeah.
the work that he got through the advertising stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the likes of like Tara Banks, Naomi Campbell, Iman, like some of the first supermodels who were black women, like they had to work really hard to get there because previously it was very a white-driven job. So it would be interesting to hear what they sort of think about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, you're giving work to people who fought to be there, and now it's a virtual person doing that.
Does that mean all models are replaceable?
So that's the other argument, right?
Hmm.
And which is not an outrageous thing, because if you think about probably in all of our jobs, there's a part of it that's going to be automated and become either a bot or some other form of AI. So why is modeling an exception to that?
And you're already
shift?
spending heaps of time on these shots digitally enhancing them anyway, right?
Yeah,
After
yeah.
you've taken them.
That's
Which is one of the other
you're
arguments.
just cutting out the middleman
Yeah,
and possibly saving
the-
someone from having a serious
or the
eating
middle
disorder.
woman.
possibly. So there was another one, the one that has the more followers, Michaela, and Michaela's now taken it another step where she does interviews now.
Whoa.
So she has she's not only a VR, there's a bot behind her.
Is it voiced by this designer guy?
Right, it was by another company, by an American company. I think it's MIQUDLA.
How does this
course
fit
it
into
is.
like the commoditization of women?
Human resources.
Hey.
Does that,
so
like-
there, Lil Michaela. So yeah,
Whoa.
but I feel like this one's less. You can see it's a little bit digital, doesn't it? Looks a little bit anime.
She looks like a doll.
Yeah. So she's got just look how many followers she has.
So this is another Instagram model.
She's another Instagram model, but she's also a bot because she does interviews. And actually, the writer of this article did an interview with her, and actually tried to get her to admit that she's a bot. I think the intelligence is probably a little bit better than that, but
Wait, is this like a physical, real world body robot, or is it?
No.
that's virtual.
Okay, so it's all digital.
It's all
Is-
digital.
Is
Crazy.
she presented as digital or is she pretending to be a real person?
I think she
Surely
has.
digital.
Yeah,
Some of those photos are very digital.
yeah,
Like that one on the right.
yeah. But
Yeah.
then you look at ones like that far one of the mirror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of these look pretty friggin' real.
Yeah. So I agree with Jono. I'm not really sure where I sit. I understand it from the world that we live in, but then I also understand if we are taking, whether we agree or not, modeling is a job for some people, and if you're taking away now opportunities, what does that mean?
But I don't think too many people are worried because
Mm.
modeling doesn't have the best reputation.
Mm.
Yeah.
To me, like getting rid of the modeling job, I was like, is that a bad thing?
Mm.
Obviously,
For them, yeah.
it
For them, it's like, so there you go. But I was just, some of these things look unreal.
yeah.
But they look.
In-
You mean they look
they look
real?
real.
Yeah, they look
Unreally
unreally
real.
real.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Wild.
Anything else on that?
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, what a time.